Hi, this is Rachel from Pure Actions for Photographers, and today we're going to do a follow-up tutorial. We did a really basic get your feet wet in Google Plus tutorial for photographers the other day, but we wanted to come in and give a little bit stronger tutorial explaining the hows and whys of why Google Plus is a really good thing for photographers. Even if your clients aren't necessarily on it all the time, it's something that can help you. And in fact, not being on Google Plus can actually hurt you. So we want to help people find their way around here, because this is something that even if when you consider the issues that Facebook is having, it's one of those situations where we definitely believe that we in paying for a job well done. But when things are not working, then trying to find other ways to go about and get what we need to get done. And I know that there are other photographers having this issue, because we've had a lot of them talk with us about what's going on. So we want to talk about what Google Plus specifically can do with you, whether you continue to use Facebook, whether you replace it. This really is something that you should have in your arsenal, and here's some of the reasons why. So what you post on Facebook, for the most part, stays on Facebook. Likes for your page, likes on photos, all of those things, they really just stay within Facebook. They don't really affect anything too much outside of that. Google Plus, however, can affect so much more. So here's what we want to explain to you so that you understand why working on Google Plus and why this is such an important thing, that we're really moving over and starting to embrace Google Plus. We feel like this is going to be one of the most important business moves that we make in 2014. So why is that? Okay, well, Google Plus is, as its name would suggest, it's part of Google and its family of apps that many people use. We all use Gmail, and pretty much everybody searches with Google. And the thing is Google has been giving people incentives for using Google Plus. What are those incentives? Well, the more people that interact with you on Google Plus, the higher your SEO goes, and the higher up your page can be in Google, which means more people can find you organically with those searches, which is important, because that's not going to be going away anytime soon. People are going to be looking for your web page. So if you want your web page to be doing more work for you, working on Google Plus is an important thing. The other thing is, if you have clients who put you in their circles, then you will get very high precedence in Google searches. So we kind of were thinking about this. So how do we get our clients who maybe aren't on Google Plus all the time to come over and put you in their circle? Well, you know what? This is kind of an easy thing. This is almost what we all did back with Facebook back in the day. If you upload, it doesn't even have to be their entire preview. If you just upload a small sneak peek when they're really excited and say, I've uploaded this on my Google Plus page, and I'd love for you to check it out there, because the photos there are so beautiful. As you can see, there's just not that same compression. They're beautiful. The way that they render is lovely. The image color is wonderful. There's not that nasty pixelization and color issues that go on Facebook. So it's very easy to explain to your clients why you'd like them to see this. And if you wait a little while, then they could share this with their clients. You can also even come up with ways. You can say, oh yeah, for everybody who comments on your picture, if you can get 50 comments or something on your picture on my Google Plus page, I'll throw in a free product, or I'll do something like that. So you can get more people over and hopefully clicking to add you into their circles, because then that's going to take all those people who are your client's friends, which means if you're getting along with that client, they're your client's friends, they're probably going to be somebody who you might want to work with. So then when later on they're searching in Google for a photographer who's local, your website will come up higher, because you have made the effort to get them to just click over and to put you in their circle. So if you can do things like that, that can get you so much farther ahead. Even if you don't, even if it's not that you give up Facebook, even if you put more of a preview a few days later on Facebook, that's super. But these are just ways that you can optimize using both and get yourself out there more as a photographer. The other thing, though, we wanted to kind of talk about the other ways that Google can help you. Right now, there's a thriving community of photographers and retouchers and all of that on Facebook, not on Facebook, but on Google+. It's so amazing the things that you can learn just hanging out on Google+. So this is a great way to also network with your fellow photographers, which it's important to do that. That obviously isn't priority number one. Obviously, networking with your clients is priority number one, but getting an education and networking with people is very, very important as well. And Google Plus is an amazing place to do that. There are a lot of communities. You can be part of communities, and it's very, very exciting. So one thing we wanted to kind of talk about, when you're making a post on Google Plus, there are just a few things that you can do to make your post stand out a little bit more. Hashtags are really, really, really big on Google Plus because you can search for almost anything. If you want to look for Photoshop, or you want to look for just photography in general, if you want to look for any of those type of things, if you want to look for recipes for brownies, you can put in that hashtag and you can find out what the conversation is, and you can see a lot of these things. Make sure when you are posting on your business page that you are posting publicly. That way you can be found and you can be followed by a whole new group of people. There's a lot of people that are here. And another really, really important thing, when you are doing your posting, don't just dump a post and run, because the thing is that is not a good way to get people to follow you. They don't want to follow you if they can tell that you're just dumping a post and running. If you can go and interact. So a lot of times I'll come and I'll post something, and as you see, I'm posting it public so that it can be found. A lot of times I will take off these extra circles if it's something, because they can find me, but these are people who I'm following. So I can even take off these extra circles so that I don't spam them. But if it's something that's important, then I will leave those on. So I can come, I can post a status, I can post what's going on, I can share things that I think are interesting. Like we just shared this post from Pixieset. We think it's super exciting that they have email options, they have Google Plus, they have Pinterest, they have Twitter, they have Facebook. There's so many ways now that you can share your clients' images on your social media and that they can share on their social media. So it's really, really exciting. So we took a minute and we shared this because we love it. We think this is amazing. And we also, oh, just 1 minute. Okay, we also went and did, I need to find my right, there we go. Okay, so we have these amazing, things that we love, like Pixieset, and we shared it. We went and we tagged them by typing plus or at Pixieset so that people can click back to Pixieset. Which is something that's super duper, that's exciting because then Pixieset can see where they're getting shared. There are other things that you can do. Like, as we said, we've added a couple of, let me cancel this thing out up here. We've added a few different hashtags, Google Plus, photographers, Google Plus tips. We're talking about that right now. That's what we're doing. You can also bold things. Right now, we're talking about wedding details in this particular post right here. So we say one more set of wedding details. Well, how did we get that to be bold? Because we want people to know exactly what the post is going to be about so they can engage with it more effectively. Here, at the beginning of wedding, I put an asterisk. At the end of details, I put the final asterisk, and it made it bold so that people can say, okay, I can engage. This is super duper exciting. There's so many different ways to engage with people here on Google+. So like we were saying, don't just dump a post and run. So I'll come, we'll do all these different things, we'll post, and then I will come over and I will come, this is the profile, this is my profile. I'll come to my home, and I'll start looking through here. These are some of the people that I'm following. And I think this is a really interesting picture with all these leaves over here. So I can +1 that and say, I really like that. I think that's really neat. This is a beautiful share, I think, of Italy. So I might +1 and say, sign me up for a vacation here. And so having, getting your name out there amongst other people is really important. So we go around and we will comment on people's things because one, that keeps people posting over here, which is good, but it also gets your name out as somebody who is very, who's worth following because you're not just coming and dumping and running. So all of these things can kind of help you get a little bit stronger Google Plus presence. Because I do believe that people are looking specifically for ways to diversify. It's not that they're trying to get rid entirely of Facebook, but they're trying to diversify so that they have a little bit more freedom and a little bit more power. And that's an important thing. So we want to help each of you small businesses, to find ways that you can connect with people that are interesting. You can connect with people from all over the globe who are amazing at photography and who can do all sorts of things. You can also connect with clients. You can find ways to help them connect on Google+. And even if they don't come all the time, it can still affect your SEO. It can still affect your Google search rankings. It can still affect all of those things, which makes you easier to find. Because at this point, Facebook, it's hard to get into your clients' feeds. So sometimes we just need to be a little bit organic as much as we can. So maybe we need that web search. Maybe we need to be getting into our clients' web search a little quicker, a little easier. So the more that you have things that they're looking for, if you have interesting things on your blog or on your website that are tagged with the things that they are searching for, you will come up very high. So all these things are kind of important things to note about Google+. This is one of the reasons, these are many reasons that we are promoting it. So we're going to go through and do some more tutorials as we go, some on just how to use it personally, so that if it's something that you want to do, you can do that. And some just on how to use it specifically for business. Good ways to make you a good sharer on Google+, to make you somebody that people are interested in following, and ways that you can utilize it with your clients. So anyway, thank you so much. We appreciate the time that you have spent following us, and have a great day. If you have any questions, please post on our Google Plus page. We would be happy to answer any of those questions. And we're just grateful to have your support. Thank you. Have a nice day.